Last week, we told you Bitwise Industry filed for bankruptcy. It is the latest in the saga of what could be the greatest disaster of Fresno business history. Joining us on this Wired Wednesday is GV Wire senior reporter David Taub to help explain where the business is right now. David, good morning. Can you let us know how much Bitwise owes?
Well, in their bankruptcy filings, and good morning, Kim, they say they have $253 million in assets, $189 million in liabilities, and usually with bankruptcy filings, it's the other way around, that they owe more money than they have. But in the bankruptcy filings, the company says, our numbers, our books, our previous management may have not done the best job. So I think the more analysis you do of these bankruptcy filings, the more you may find that the assets really aren't what they say they are, and the liabilities are probably a whole lot more than what's listed right now.
Who is listed as to who Bitwise owes?
When it comes to bankruptcy filings, there's a priority list. And at the top of the priority list is what's called secured creditors. These are the major investors, the ones who put, 7 figures, 8 figures into the company. So they may not be recognizable names, but they're the ones who gave and gave. Names like 906 Venture, and like, who are they? They're a little bit of a mystery themselves. So they're at the top of the list. But then they're the unsecured creditors, and they're the ones who have more familiar names in Fresno businesses. Names like the Amendola family, which is known for their beverage distribution. Ed Cashin, who's one of the top developers in Fresno, he's on the unsecured creditors list. And Donald Peraki, he's one of the top farmers, he's on the list, and then a whole bunch of others. And they are kind of way down in the line. And in between is the IRS and all the other states that Bitwise says they owe money to.
All right, you're talking about those who gave and gave. One could say the employees gave and gave of their time and their work and their creativity. What about them?
Well, according to the filings, that they are owed $2.5 million just in wages from the last couple of weeks of Bitwise. And I don't think that's a complete list. There's some names of people I knew at Bitwise, and I didn't see them on that list. So I don't think that's a complete accounting. I thought that $2.5 million is probably going to be low when the final accounting is all said and done. If it ever does get said and done, it's going to be a lot more. And then one interesting thing I noticed in the unsecured creditors list is that some Bitwise executives are also on that list. So this probably doesn't mean their wages that they're owed, but they also invested in their own company, and now they're owed money.
Okay, so there are a lot of upset people and companies. They want their money. They're suing the company. So what happens with all of these lawsuits?
Right now, they're on pause. The wheels of justice move slowly enough as it is. Yeah. This is just going to, slow things down even more. One attorney says it doesn't matter. We're going to be moving forward anyways. But these lawsuits, one attorney told me they're stayed, which means they're paused until this bankruptcy gets settled, and that could take a long time.
This is being called, you said, the greatest business disaster in Fresno. What would be the worst before this?
I would say the biggest, worst business story, maybe Operation Rezone, when the controversy in the 90s, when people went to jail, executives went to jail for bribery to get zoning permits done. It's hard to think of maybe the end of Gottschalk's, but that was kind of a long time coming. I mean, Bitwise caught a lot of people by surprise because everybody thought they were doing so successful, and then boom, poof, they're gone.
Yeah. All right, David Taub with GV Wire. Thanks a lot for joining us, and nice patriotic tie. Appreciate it.
Hey, God bless America. A hangover.
That's right. We'll hold on to it. Thank you. We will, Kopi, it's now time to take a look at our 10-day.